In just one season, Micah Parsons has already proven that he is capable of being one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Parsons was the unanimous Defensive Rookie of the Year, a first-team All-Pro, and made the Pro Bowl, all as a rookie. He had a Cowboys rookie record 13 sacks and forced 3 fumbles. Parsons was an absolute menace on the field at Penn State, and despite that, he didn't go in the top 10 at the 2021 NFL Draft. So, who were the 11 players drafted before Micah Parsons? Like most NFL drafts, teams put an insane premium at the quarterback position, and that's what happened with the first 3 picks of this draft. The Jaguars had the first selection and took Trevor Lawrence, who, after his freshman year at Clemson, was already expected to be the first overall pick. He won a national championship, lost a national championship, and finished second in Heisman voting in 3 seasons. But once he got to the pros, he probably could have had a better rookie season. He was plagued with Urban Meyer as his head coach, and it seemed like there was a new distraction every week. Lawrence started in every game for Jacksonville and went 3-14, passing for just 12 touchdowns to a league-leading 17 interceptions. Things could have gone better, but with a revamped roster and Doug Peterson leading the charge now, we can't help but to wait and see what he's truly capable of. Another quarterback who got the chance to start week 1 was Zach Wilson. Wilson had flashes at times at BYU, and then as a junior, exploded onto the scene, passing for 33 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions. Salah. It was a rough start to the season to say the least for Wilson, who threw 9 interceptions in his first 5 career games, including 4 picks in his home opener. In week 9, Wilson sprained his PCL and had to miss 4 games. He did improve over the course of the year and ended up not throwing a single pick in the Jets' last 5 games. In 13 contests, he had just 9 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. SU passing for 28 touchdowns to, get this, 0 interceptions. Unlike Lawrence and Wilson, Lance didn't get the same fortune to see the field as a rookie. Going into the draft, he was seen as more of a project, and San Francisco took him to learn behind Jimmy Garoppolo. Lance eventually got to see some games in relief of Garoppolo and even got to start 2 games. In week 5, he completed just over 50% of his passes and threw an interception in a loss. Then it was announced that he had sprained his knee. That kept him out as Nate Sudfeld took over the starting gig, but after Garoppolo got hurt again later in the season, Lance started in week 17 and won his first career game against the Texans. It sounds like Lance is expected to start this season, but honestly, who really knows? You could argue that the most talented player at the draft was Kyle Pitts. Pitts only started 2 years at Florida, and in that span, he dominated. In only 8 games in 2020, Pitts had nearly 800 yards and 12 touchdowns, earning unanimous All-American honors. The Falcons took the stud tight end, who really plays more like a wide receiver, at 4. He was the highest drafted tight end in NFL history, but Atlanta did a piss-poor job of setting up plays for him. Like, come on. This guy is big, who can muscle over corners, and is just too fast for linebackers. But he only had a single touchdown. That being said, Pitts was still a game changer. He was just the second tight end to record over 1,000 yards as a rookie, joining Mike Ditka. Pitts even made the Pro Bowl, just like the stud taken 1 pick after, Jamar Chase. The Bengals got a lot of hell for not helping Joe Burrow's offensive line, but I think it's safe to say that they made the right call picking his old college teammate. Chase actually only started consistently for a single year at LSU, recording almost 1,800 yards in 2019 before opting out of the COVID 2020 season. Chase stepped into the pros and just absolutely dominated. He had the most receiving yards in a season and in the postseason for a rookie ever. Chase even had a rookie game record 266 yards. He was an absolute monster, and his surge led Cincinnati to a Super Bowl. Now, he didn't get a ring, but Chase was named Offensive Rookie of the Year and a second-team All-Pro. The Dolphins also drafted a wideout at 6, taking Jaylen Waddle. His best year at Alabama actually came as a freshman with over 800 yards, and he was expected to make a massive jump in 2020, but went down with a broken ankle. Waddle played with Tua Tagovailoa in college, and the two were reunited, and it worked. His 104 receptions are the most ever by a rookie wide receiver. Waddle finished the season with over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Now, Waddle gets to play alongside Tyreek Hill, who will surely take a lot of the defense's attention in the years to come. The Lions made the correct and boring decision at 7, selecting an offensive lineman, Penei Sewell. He was an absolute beast at Oregon, being named a unanimous All-American in 2019. Sewell switched back and forth between left and right tackle as a rookie and only missed one game all year. He's already shown flashes that he could be a staple on Detroit's line for years to come. Jaycee Horn, who the Panthers took at number 8 and is the son of Joe Horn, started as a freshman at South Carolina and slowly solidified himself as one of the best corners in the country. Horn probably didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for. In just his 3rd game of his pro career, Horn went down with a fractured foot and landed on injured reserve. He had a single interception, but we never really got to see Horn's talent. But 2022 may be a different story. In all but one game for the Broncos and was stellar in week 12, recording 2 picks, including a pick 6, and was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Surtain was a stud at Alabama, and so was the next selection, Devonta Smith. The Eagles have been on the prowl for a number 1 wide receiver for years, although now they do have one in A.J. Brown. But in 2021, Philadelphia took a stab at Devonta Smith. The undersized reigning Heisman Trophy winner got to pair up with, and stop me if you've heard this before, his old college quarterback Jalen Hurts. Smith was at Bama for 4 years, and after a good 2019 campaign, just absolutely dominated in 2020, recording over 1,800 yards and 23 touchdowns. As a rookie, Smith recorded over 900 yards and 5 touchdowns, and now he should have the chance to face the number 2 corners thanks to the addition of Brown. Well, it's pretty clear that none of the rookie quarterbacks had good seasons, and the same goes for Justin Fields. The Bears were searching for their new franchise quarterback at 11, and who knows if they've found him. Fields was a 2-year starter at Ohio State and was named first team All Big Ten in both seasons. In his collegiate career, Fields went 20-2. In the pros, he was thrusted into the starting role earlier than expected after Andy Dalton went down with a knee injury. Fields had a bad year. He started 10 games, went 2-8, and passed for just 7 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. There's still plenty of time for Fields, and honestly, everyone on this list to figure things out. But as it currently stands, Micah Parsons was a home run pick. Yeah, it's only been 1 year, and I want to make sure that point is noted. I don't know how these people's careers are going to turn out, but right now, Parsons has made a solid case as one of the best in the class, if not the best. If I had to redraft the 2022 NFL Draft, the only players I'd absolutely take over Parsons would be Jamar Chase. You know, the guy who just managed to break a ton of records and lead his team to a Super Bowl. Plus, it'd be about 50-50 between Parsons and Kyle Pitts. That dude can flat out play. Ultimately, we won't know who the true best players at the draft were until decades down the road. But for now, Micah Parsons has a blindly bright future in Dallas.